One of the outcomes of the partnership between the public sector and real estate were reduced levels of property ownership of all types. Let's talk about farms. If you didn't know this, this could be an interesting thought. In the early 1900s, Blacks owned 14% of the farmland in the U.S. But by 2000, that number had dropped to less than 2%. And that was because there was no financing for them to maintain their farms or to expand their farms. Although the USDA would guarantee the financing from a bank to a farmer, if the bank chose not to provide that financing, there was nothing that a farmer could do. Even if you knew it was discriminatory, even if there was no legal reason for it, there was no recourse. That same sort of policy on the part of banks influenced the low home ownership levels of Blacks in many communities. As we discussed the GI Bill before, which provided a guarantee of financing for returning veterans, if a bank was not willing to accept that guarantee on behalf of a Black borrower, that would impact the borrower's ability to buy a home. So those sort of decisions on the parts of banks, regardless of the federal government's intent, actually perpetuated the limited ability for Blacks to own any sort of property in the United States.